What's up guys, Moto here. Today we're going to talk about the news and about the things that bother me about the news. They show you a story, they get you going, they get your curiosity going, they leave you hanging and they never follow up on the stories. It's very rare they do a full follow-up and you know what they're talking about or what ended up happening with that story. So we're going to talk about that today. So stick around. Now that I passed that spot, I'm not sure if you guys noticed it in the ditch, there was flowers around the hydro pole. I wanted to talk about the news, when things make the news. You know, they bring up these stories and you hear all about them for days and days and days. And in that instance, it was a car accident and there was a criminal investigation because it was something along the lines of one teenager was chasing another teenager in a separate car, and they tried to pass with an oncoming hill and something like that, and then because there was oncoming traffic, the kid lost control and took the ditch, and 2 out of the 4 kids in that car died. Now, it's been, I think, 6 or maybe 8 months since that happened, and it was all over the news for weeks, and then you never hear the outcome. And this happens so often here. I'm not sure if it's like this everywhere, but it happens so often here that they make a huge deal out of criminal investigations and car accidents and things like that. And you hear about it and you hear about it, and then silence. You never hear the outcome of it. Like if you're going to make it such a big, not saying it's not a big deal, but if you're going to make it such a big deal in people's everyday lives and have it all over the news, you should tell us what happens. We gotta know how the story ends because you flooded the news with this story and then just nothing. That's one thing that really annoys me about the news. You know, I drive by here all the time. I see those flowers all the time for the teenagers that died, and I still don't know what happened. So yeah, slightly annoying. So the other example from the news not following up that I saw, and the only reason I know about this, other than the 20-second one-liner on the news with a quick aerial photo, my fiance and I were out driving. We actually drove past this one-car accident on Jenkinson Side Road, which is a quarry road, and there were about 20, maybe 25 emergency responders. We had to squeeze through them all. They had both sides of the street lined up with them. This car, on Jenkinson, there's a nice S-turn, and I really love going through it on the bike. It's nice. And this car missed the last curve of the S-turn, went off the road, and then about 100 feet or so after you go off the road, there's about a 20-foot, maybe 25-foot tall hill. And he hit that hill and launched off it like a ramp and ended up in the pond on the other side of the hill, which is a quarry pond. And I'll put video footage up from my truck. It doesn't have the emergency responders in it, but you can see the track marks a couple days later of how he went off the road and launched up this ramp into the other side. I mean, it was probably about 3:30, 4 o'clock when it happened, and it made the 6 o'clock news, 20-second one-liner, like I said, and a quick aerial photo of the roof of a car partially submerged in a pond. Now, that's just another thing where, you know, if I hadn't have seen it, probably wouldn't have really known what was going on. I wouldn't have been looking for the news kind of thing. But it's another one of those things that I have a feeling we're not going to hear what happened with it. Why did he go off the road? Was he drinking and driving? Did his brakes fail? Because, like, how do you end up going off the road, then traveling another 100 feet, launching off a hill into a pond? You know, did his brakes fail? And even if his brakes did fail, once you're in the dirt off the road, that 100 feet's a far way to go unless you're still flooring it. You know, so it's one of those things where curiosity's got me, but I don't feel like we're going to get any of the answers, which it's just that thing about the news that annoys me. They grab your attention, they get you curious, and then they leave you hanging and never finish the story, never follow up. Unless it's some massive public, like something to do with a politician or anything like that, then they tend to follow up. But, you know, important things, well, I mean, it's not important to me, but it struck my curiosity, and, you know, some of them people got hurt, others they didn't, but still, like, they should be following up and finishing a story. If you start it, you gotta finish it. So, you know, I'll quote Peter Griffin, that's what really grinds my gears.